Hey guys, okay, now that I showed you all the integrations in the back end that we've been doing, like Calendly, call to action, live chat, newsletter, and payment gateways, and for the modules, the blogs, and the fact that we have image gallery, videos gallery, and this pop-up modal, like the welcome pop-up and the exit pop-up, right? Okay, all this stuff is covered in the back end, so let's go take a look at what this looks like on the front end. All right, first things first. We had a looping video. Did you see that? So it's the first point I want to make. Looping video. And we get to have verbiage on it. We get to have our sub headline on it. We can change colors and stuff however we want. So if this isn't blending very well, we can brighten it. We can decide what we want to say on our buttons and where they want to click through to. Maybe I want that going here or there, or just staying right here, going down below to an anchor link. I can do any of that right from here. It's a piece of cake. Notice that the slider quit moving until I get off, right? Why? Because if you're here, we don't want to interrupt the person's interest. It's only when they move off that we're thinking, okay, they're interested in something else. So then we switch to whatever our next thing is. Hey, show's over, right? Let's solve problems. Just checking that the text here is different than the other slide. Read more on our blog. So this could be totally different verbiage or the same. And it can bring you to the same or a different page. You know, so if you have your banners showing different offers, different products, different services up here, you can do as many as you want, 7, 17. Then you can have each one make its own point, sub-point, and clickable link going wherever you want it to go. Okay. Now, what else do we see? There's a link for blogs up here. I'll go there pretty soon. We see schedule a demo powered by Calendly. We see the live talk. So let me click on this first, and this would allow you to actually get a meeting with me right now and decide what day, what time, confirm, whatever, and enter your details, and boom. See how nice that is? So you can make that work with your Calendly just like that. How's that for cool? Or what? Got a question? Name, email, message, boom. If I'm on, then it'll act like I'm on. Oh, by the way, I'll point this out later. If I'm on, this will act like I'm on. And that could just mean the app is running on my phone while I'm traveling around, okay? Because if somebody sends a question here, I could answer it right from my phone while I'm traveling around. No big deal. All right, let me turn that off. By the way, these things can be put on whichever pages you want and left off of whatever pages you want. And the other thing up here with the slides is you can set each one to run for its own period of time. So if some of your slides should last longer than other ones, like the looping video is 7.3 seconds, you can do that. You can type 7.3 for the seconds. And then if you want this image to sit here for like 17 seconds, you can do that. All right, see this? It's a call to action button. It's not a very useful one because it doesn't make a point like get $5 off here is a better point, right? Get your coupon code now, you know, whatever. I could say it right here and have that go to whatever page, right? But the point is that it hovers and we can put it somewhere. So it's just always there as a reminder. Like, so as the guy reads and he goes from probably curiosity to light interest to more interested, to pretty convinced, to even getting excited, to the point where he's like, heck yeah, I definitely want to do the thing and start, right? Well, this is one of those things he might choose because it's right there. It's been in his eye the whole time. And the further down he goes, the more convincing this becomes, whatever it is. Like get your coupon code here, right? There you go. So we've got that, and that, and the looping video. All right, let me point out blogs. We decide how many columns we want for our blogs to show up next to each other. And then when we do the blogs, right, we can see what it has to say. We can see when it got put up. Somebody can read through it. They can watch the videos. We can see what the tags are that we created for these things. You could share them on social media. There are comments on the blog. You can write your own comment, your own review. This could say write a comment instead of a review, but it's just saying write a review and post a comment down below, all right? So whatever. Anyway. Oh yeah, here's what I'm missing. Let me go back to the home page. Because, yeah, image gallery and video gallery wasn't set up. But that's easy. It's just you land on a page that's got a lot of images, however many per row, with the titles, the descriptions, and the clickable links to go somewhere. That's so useful. Same with videos. So you can video introduce anything you want in your videos page, images introduce anything you want in your images page, and you can hit the tags, the categories really, and it'll just show you the images or the videos for that category. So you're very quick to know that you've got it all in front of you. What is this? This is that welcome modal that we were talking about. When you first land on the web page, and that's what I want to do, I want to leave. That's an exit modal, and it's because I left that it pointed out, that it came up out of the blue. Let me just go ahead and do this for a minute. I'm trying to get off the site. Google.com, okay? There, now, let me go. Okay, I'm just going to the website. All right, where are we at? It did when I do that because my cursor was all the way up. Let me start over. I'll just start over this way. Boom. Okay, I land on the website. And we've got our pop-up modal. This acts like a welcome modal. And what it does is give you the shortcut instead of the whole website with everything happening. This is telling you what you would need to know. And this right here would not be saying New York. It only says it because it says it up here. So the pop-up modal shows the same page title as the page title. How did you click on that page? Because it's the first page of the website? No. You went to Google and did a search, and Google showed you whichever page of the website was best for your search. So it might have said, learn 5 things before buying real estate. And you click the link. That would take you to the page on the website that says learn 5 things before buying real estate. And guess what? This pop-up will say, learn 5 things before buying real estate in Chicago, if that was the page for Chicago. And then this will continue backing up whatever this was. This is based on what you clicked on. So it is instant recall. You feel like you're in the right place. This backs it up. This is the introduction thing. It's really the first item in our series. Okay. And it doesn't need to say video. It could say anything. It could say intro, review, summary. It could say 5 things you need to know. And that would be the video. This is whatever the other video is going to be. And then these buttons can just go anywhere. So for example, if I wanted to, I could watch the video.
My name is Russ. I'm with the sales manager.
By the way,
for
yeah, I'm going to
Plastic
fix the
Plastic Card
height
ID has been in
usage
business
on
for 21
on
years,
this,
bringing millions of
My
clients.
name is
a year.
Russ. I'm
This
the
is an
sales
introduction
manager.
to plastic cards. How
Okay. And then if I want to actually chat with this guy or do something with this guy, because right now, yeah, I'd have to do like that. But that's a piece of cake. We can get that to pop up in Lightbox. It's not a problem. And then I will schedule a consultation or ask for some free sample plastic cards or whatever. And if I were to do that, it's going to go there right away. So how cool is that? Just the very simple idea that I can get these things to happen. Now, I'd probably continue here and close this stuff down. But here we go. I want to point out the next thing. Oh, yeah. One more thing I want to point out about that. Depending on what's going on up here, I may or may not want a button at the bottom that says something and click somewhere. That is something we disable or enable. It's a piece of cake. Just like all these things, we decide how many we want. And it looks good on mobile. So like if you're going on mobile, okay, just to make the point, it works out fine, okay? So anyway, I could have a button like that because I want people to go here to start. And so you can decide how you want to arrange it. It's just a mini pitch. This acts like a ClickFunnels would. And it's trying to say, when you came to the website, we're still top of funnel. Did you come for this reason or that or that or that or that or that? Or this, right? So we're making all that available at a glance so that somebody can figure out right away where they want to continue. And we're assuming the reason they landed on the website is one of these things here. Why else did they come? Except for these things here, okay? Could they still continue? Yeah, they could click off and say, I want to read more. All right, fine. So they're going down, they're checking things out. And we're giving them finely tuned pitches depending on how far they got. So early on, it's just curiosity. It leads into some interest, and we might have our first pop-up right here. And it tells them some cool thing and gives them whatever the timer is that we set for the countdown timer, and they can click here. And that can take them wherever we want them to go. Okay? And they could click off. I'm going to pop this off. That's popping up right now because it acts like I left the site. I'll get that stuff fixed. This is some just minor... well, one thing causes the other, so we're just going to create some on-click events that stop that. Free platform, again, a different countdown timer for whatever it is saying get it now or click through to talk to me or whatever you want. Discuss it with me, whatever you want, contact me. And so we can do this too. Then guess what we have? Hey, I told you that we integrated the payments, right? So there's the month, right? Monthly. These are the plans you could choose from. Pay with Stripe or PayPal for any of these plans. Here's what you get. If you want to go with a yearly discount, okay, it's like just 10 times over. So guess what that means? That means that the 10 times over options means 2 months free. And we can make that clear in the verbiage, right? And again, you can pay with any one of these things and it'll work. Then there's the premium option. Okay, premium means a one-time payment for the big kahuna, whatever it is. You get the whole deal, one-time payment, and either pay here or here. Okay, so you can offer any of these combinations however you want on your site. How's that? Here's a subscribe to the newsletter, and it can be enter your email, enter your name, enter your phone. That should say phone, and then save. Right. It doesn't have to say save. We just put it on the button, but it could say submit. Could say join the newsletter, join now. And guess what? All of this works, right? And we can stick this anywhere we want. We can change the color schemes to match the color scheme of other things like that, right? The payment module. We can add these click here to start now buttons in there like this, like a call to action. And it can just go wherever we, that click here to start, we can put it wherever we want and get people going wherever we want. How's that for neat? So all these functions, newsletters, payments, pop-ups. Oh yeah, the exit module. The main point of the exit module is you left the active window. That's why we have to refine the other clickable buttons that came later. But left the active windows like this. Okay, I saw stuff. I got the idea. I think I'm going to go. I'm going to hit back. Oh, I left the active window, didn't I? Guess what? Wait, before you go last offer. And again, all the same stuff. We can choose the colors. We can choose whether we want some kind of a form with different things. We can choose if it's a video telling people last ditch chance. Best offer now, or here's an easier way to start if you needed it. Whatever we want, we can do that. Okay, so we can make these things act however we want. Put the code snippets in, no problem, right? Okay. Another thing I want to make clear because it's kind of cool to know. PayPal has some very good options that we want to make work for you guys, so it's going to be part of the payment options. When they pay, they could pay with pay in full. That's a feature where Google says whatever, or PayPal says whatever the price is. If PayPal trusts the person because they've had an account for a while and they're good with their transactions, then PayPal can offer that they pay for your thing in 4 equal payments. I'll give you an example of what I mean. $325, pay with PayPal. I don't think it's in there right now, but it will be. But it's like pay in 4 is what it's called when you log in. Right? Or you can pay with a debit or credit card and you're unknown. There is no paying for here because you're unknown. I'm going to cancel return. But the point I want to make is that paying for means they pay 25% of this every other week for 4 payments. So every 2 weeks, they pay 25% of this. So they're paying half in the first month, half in the second month. Okay? Paying for works up to a certain amount of money. Okay? So whether the payment will qualify for a pay-in for depends on how much this dollar amount is. $325. I think it goes up to like $1,250 or something. So anything $12.50 or less, I guess the number is, can be done in 4 installment payments every other week. So basically half per month. Okay, so you can offer that. Another one to offer that should automatically appear also is through PayPal credit. So a bigger item somebody wants to buy through you, maybe it's a $5,000 item, okay, and they want to check and see if they can get PayPal credit for it. In other words, use PayPal credit to pay for it, like a credit card, right? PayPal credit is loan money, okay? And what they do is usually they give you like 6 months to pay it off at no interest. Otherwise, they reapply the interest in reverse on you, right? So, but you have like 6 months to pay it off at your own rate. You can pay off $1 a day, $1 a week, but just as long as you get the whole payment in before the deadline, or at least the majority of it, then you're only going to get hit with a little interest or none at all, right? That's the point. So PayPal credit should be something that's automatically applicable, okay? That's the most beautiful thing about all this stuff too. I just got to make this point really, really fast before I forget. This is website-installer.com, right? Everything I've been showing you here on this one tester website that we've been working on all this time, everything I've been showing you here, all these new upgrades, the blog feature, the pop-ups, the XML dial, the call to action, the schedule a demo, the talk function, okay, everything, all the stuff here, all these clickable button concepts, all of this stuff, we put, when we're content and these things are running properly and the buttons aren't interfering with each other and stuff, then we run the upgrade out through everything we have. That means every template we have, thousands and thousands and thousands of templates. So it doesn't matter when you bought the templates. They're not zip files with SQL databases attached to them to install. No, when you buy one of these things, when you actually go through and say, I want to buy that, but use my information on the site, this is your order form information, that's different. But here's what you want to be on the site. If you want anything, it's optional. The whole section is optional. But you could say, I want it for the same industry as this template or a whole different industry. I want to use my own services, my own keywords, my own non-competitive industry videos, my own supporting and related keywords, and my own external authority links, okay? You can do that. You can just put them in, one per line. And you can put whatever you want for company info. Whatever stuff you fill in will update the var sheet with your stuff for your area. So if you choose an area, that's why it's very, very specific. It says choose the country and then choose the state like Washington and then choose the county like King and then choose the city like Issaquah, Sammamish, which is where I live. Sammamish and Issaquah are like sister cities, and Sammamish just bought out our non-registered, non-licensed part of the area. So now we live in Sammamish. So when people send us mail, they can choose Issaquah or Sammamish as the city name, and it's okay. You can put in your video URLs up to like 1 to 20, one per line. You can put in click button URLs. You can use an existing domain name that you already have, just change the name servers to where we say, or buy a new domain. And you can get it right here. You can search and see if it's available. And if it's available, you can hit the button to add it to your order. And you can subscribe. You can buy with a monthly subscription for your website or an annual subscription. And when you buy, boom, boom, and you buy, right? You go through the motions. It will install your website and totally update it for you in about 3 minutes. The whole thing, even the Google map will be for your company. Everything. The email it creates will forward to your email address that you entered here. Okay, so you've naturally got a business email on the website, but it points to your email for now, so you don't have to go figure out how to create a new email address. You'll start caring when you already start getting emails at your, through the system and feel like going that extra mile. Okay, so everything is so awesome with this. And the best thing, like I said, is that these are not based on zip files and SQL files. These are live websites. Many of them get traffic now, okay? And so when you get one of these websites, all right, live demo, it will put the whole website, it will take the website that exists, disassociate it from our commercial level admin panel. It will download it up and upload it to your website, make the changes from your order form for your company name, address, phone, cities, services, products, videos, everything else. Set up your email, set it all up, delete the original file and create a backup. It'll do all of this in minutes automatically so that your website just made itself, and it will create 100 pages for you for your surrounding cities times keywords with totally unique content. All right? And that's insane. And the premium websites, their website installer, the ones that cost more, it's because the content has been audited to rank on the front page. So those definitely get traffic. They are stronger. Now, the biggest point I want to make about all of that, because it's so important, is that these are live document websites. You don't need to check back later and see if there's a new version that you have to install, because they auto update. There is no need for version 14.56 because they are living documents. They're like liquid to us. I mean, we update them remotely. So anything that you have going, when you're paying your subscription, part of it is for automated updates in the back end that will not conflict with whatever you've got going on, because there are extra features that are just disabled at first until you decide to go in and enable them, right? So that's if you're buying yourself a website from here. Not only does it make itself for you on your domain, it's top quality as far as a website's concerned. It's on an Amazon server, so it's best hosting. 32 gigs of RAM and up, okay? We're not playing games. It's hot. And then the verbiage is rewritten for you, and it uses your cities and your locations. And if you don't have specific cities, you can hit a button that says just use the top most populous cities in the US, the 100 most, instead of my city. So you can decide that it's not a location near you, and it will therefore do the big old nationwide run. Okay? Isn't that nuts? And you're deciding how you want to pay it and everything else. And so because you're on subscription, we update it from the outside. So your website is always kept updated by us remotely. No issues. How's that? That's cool. Okay? And all this stuff is here. I mean, you can set these up any way you want. You can integrate them any way you want. And when we come out with a bunch of new images and stuff, maybe a week later, then guess what? You go log into your admin panel, go to that section, and you know what? There will now be a bunch of new images you can drop down and choose for each action you want to take, so that it's more clear what the action is. How's that for nuts? Automatic updates, remotely controlled by us. Everything is hot. And we can create even better features for you that I haven't even described yet. And these are things I've never heard any website builder do, but they are really valuable. So I'll get into that next. All right.